so much. I do. You're so loved. Me and Spirit love you so much. We are so happy to be with you. My name is Patience. I am your psychic medium, host of Spirit News on Spotify, where we teach you about energy and your non-physicalness. I'm in the rain, you guys. I don't know. I was like surrounded by water. Raining, you know? Let's see if the water amplifies my psychic gift. I am using YouTube as a way to develop my psychic gift through reading energy, learning how to discern energy, and then I go to Spirit News and I teach you what I learned from my spirit guides, my very own spirit team, the Guild of the Golden Triangle. Ah. I am here to bring you higher perspectives of linear views as your astral journalist to help you understand emotions, to help you heal, to help see things that are done in the dark that people don't know about, to help you get a higher perspective. So we have to remember that energy is non-gender, so you have to put it where it fits and don't make it fit. If it doesn't fit, then just keep it moving. Enjoy the story. Dimension. Yes, we can also tap into other dimensions, timelines. So we have to remember that sometimes what we tap into might not be happening yet. It could be past, present, or future, and it could be alternate timelines and alternate realities. It really could be. So we have to remember that when we're discerning, when we're using our gift of discernment. And our gift of discernment can be developed through the psychic development reads by understanding how we feel emotionally. If you get upset, it's not for you. Nice to meet you, the bells. I got a bell for you. Bing! I hope you felt my ding. That sounded weird. Well, listen, I got some music cards that I found at this thrift store, and they're really fun. It was like meant to be for me to find these, and I haven't used them in a while, so I'm gonna try to catch a vibe, see what Spirit wants us to know, and see what we come up with. Okay, so let's see. Spirit, you got me, boo. Let's do this. Spirit, give us a song to catch a vibe. Oh, I got See a Chandelier. I got See a Chandelier. I wanna swing from the chandelier, from the chandelier. Spirit said stop this and stop that. Doesn't like my singing, but what I see in this cup is someone who's possibly drowning in their sorrows, but trying to be really cool about it. Do you know how to make new sounds? And I will subscribe. I was just singing this song by Sia, Chandelier. So I know that song is about drinking. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, boom, boom. You know, about their mother. The mother was convexly. Yeah, I think this is about a mother that perhaps may have a drinking problem. And there's like even like little pills in there and stuff. They could potentially be pretending like nothing's wrong. What else, Spirit? So we have a mother who's potentially drinking a lot, who can't stop. Duck sauce, Barbra Streisand. Duck sauce, Barbra Streisand. I gotta look this up. I don't know this song. Let me look it up. Duck sauce, Barbra Streisand. Let me see. Is this a new song? Let's see what we got. I like new songs. Duck sauce, Barbra Streisand.
Barbra Streisand.
Okay. So let me see. Is that all the words to it? It's a dance song. So this person could potentially be kind of pretending to be okay, but they're really not okay. They're drinking. They could be doing pills. This is a mother. Let me look up the lyrics to Chandelier. See a chandelier? Party girl. It says, party girls don't get hurt. I told you, she's pretending that she's not hurt. Can't feel anything. When will I learn? I push it down. I push it down. Ow. Yes. Yeah. I'm the one for a good time. Call me. Phone's blowing up, ringing my doorbell. I feel the love. Oh, this is someone. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Drink, drink. Yeah. Throw them back till I lose count. This is somebody who is drinking to escape themselves. They could possibly be distracting themselves by with lovers. It does say, call. I'm the one to call for a good time, and there's a man and a woman in here. So, but the man's looking down, the woman's looking up. So that tells me that, and she has headphones on. So that tells me she's basically trying to cope with something in a very unhealthy way. She's using sex, and she's using possibly drugs and alcohol to really hide how she's feeling. She could be feeling like she's at her wit's end. She's at the top of a skyscraper, but she's still looking up. So she's unable to get down from where she is. She's reached some kind of climax or some kind of situation that she seems to be like in a loop of. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink, drink. Throw them back till I lose count. I'm gonna swing from the chandelier. I'm gonna live like tomorrow doesn't exist. Feel my tears as they dry. I'm holding on for dear life. Won't look down. Won't look down. Come through, spirit. And look, she's looking up. It's like if she looks down, then she's gonna have to. She knows that she has a long journey ahead of her, a long journey down. I do love being in the car. I love being in the car because I get to be alone and I get to be outside and it's raining. I thought the rain would amplify my gift. And I just got confirmation. Confirmation. So keep my glass full until morning light. So holding on for dear life. What's going on here? Here comes the shame. Oh, she's ashamed of something. Oh, sun is up. I'm a mess. I feel bad for her. I'm gonna live like tomorrow doesn't exist. This person's pushing something down. Let's find out. Maybe we can help. It could be a man too. It doesn't have to be a woman. Spirit just said man, so it could be a man. But they're afraid to look down. They're having some kind of issues, accepting some kind of shame. Let's see if we can help get a higher perspective of their linear view. Spirit news. I got my archetype cards. Oh, I love these cards. Spirit, please talk to me through my archetypes. The Anima Mundi. This person, Veruca. Veruca, like Veruca Salt. Remember Veruca Salt from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Veruca Salt was the spoiled one. The one who, I want the world, I want the whole world, I want to rock it all up in my pocket, it's my bar of chocolate. So this person could have, and look at all the things in it, this person could have potentially put all their eggs in one basket to achieve like a lot of things. They could have, perhaps that's why they're in some kind of depression, because they went for something that they thought they were going to have it all. They thought that something was going to give them the world. They thought they were going to get what they wanted, some kind of attainment. But now they're 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drinking them back. Why are they, what happened, Spirit? Why are they in this situation? What are they ashamed of? The flame. Some kind of pyramid scheme that they were part of. Some kind of pyramid that was really full of fire. Something that caught on fire, something that got hot. So didn't I say they were at the top of the building? They're at the apex of some kind of decision that they made. Hey, embracing the Empress power within. The EEP dubs. EEP dubs. So this person has reached a climax with something they tried to attain that's bringing them shame. It's bringing them so much shame. They're 1, 2, 3, 4 drinking them back. They could possibly be doing pills too. This person's also in a teacup. So some kind of tea, and they're like blowing a bubble of bubble gum, acting like nothing's wrong, but they got a monkey on their back. They got a monkey on their back, and their arms around an invisible person. There's nobody there. So, but then this picture, they have a masculine, which this person is just using sex as a way to cope with some kind of shame that they have. Some kind of, something they built up from the bottom up. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team. Now my whole team's not here. I feel like people are leaving this person. Spirit. Legato. Something legal. Ah. The creator, yeah. I told you they may have come up against the creator, or they created something that was empty, that was not fruitful, that came from a place of darkness, or came from a place of, they might have manifested something that was created in a dense energy, and that might be why it's not, it didn't come to fruition. Or maybe it did come to fruition and it wasn't what they expected. I don't know yet, let's see. But they definitely had the impression that they were going to get what they wanted. The orphan. This person's being orphaned. There's people, they could be an orphan, like literally, like maybe as a child they were orphaned, like they didn't have a father, they didn't have a mother, but there are people walking away from them, because I can see this person's arm has nobody, they have their arm around nobody, there's nobody there. So there's people walking away from this person because they were being childish and they were snake. They wrapped their hand around something that they were trying to maybe take or steal, like taking candy from a baby kind of thing. They thought it would be easy. They thought that doing this would be like taking candy from a baby, some kind of innocent person. It doesn't have to be a child, but they definitely
you were in danger.
They may have put someone's life in danger, or they may have done some kind of dangerous act to attain something, some kind of pyramid scheme they started. Hey Shay, thanks for being here. Kaden, this is a psychic energy development read. I'm just reading the energy and giving the messages that Spirit wants us to know. Bringing you a higher perspective of linear views here at Spirit News. Upper right 3 dots. The healer. They may have done something to a healer. I have a 3-headed snake here. Hey Nisha, thanks for being here.
Incorrect.
And I have a snake here. Oh, they said incorrect. Oh, I think this person's meant to be a healer. This person's meant to be a healer, but they're having drinking problems. They're having some kind of shame issues about something that they try to create. This person's path possibly could have been, this person's supposed to be a healer, but I don't think they took that path. They may have been orphaned as a child, or people are orphaning them because of some kind of something they tried to create, but it church. They could have potentially created some kind of religion or religious order, or Spirit said church, but they were wearing a mask to give you a light, girl. Oh, thank you. I love you so much. I'm so happy you're here supporting me. I appreciate your support. They're wearing a mask though. So look at this. This is interesting. Look at this. This is, doesn't it look like similar? Like it's like they were living in this, trying to be this. They created in this, but they wanted this. This person created from an unhealed place, and now they use sex as some kind of coping mechanism, and they're in a teacup. A teacup could represent gossip, it could represent news, it could represent conversation. So, stand. They could have stood on some kind of faulty foundation that was never solid to begin with, because what they wanted came with a price, I want to say. They took the wrong path. They were supposed to be a healer, but they took the wrong path. What did they do? They may have joined a hunter. There may have been, there's two people here as well. It's maybe a couple, it doesn't have to be, or it could be someone they seduced, or maybe they were seduced by the hunter. The hunter is someone that goes towards, to capture something, to chase something. They were chasing something. They were chasing something that they thought was going to be fruitful. They wanted it all. I'm going to say what I'm getting for the dead. I don't know if it's true, but this could be some kind of socialite, some kind of person with who had a high status or high standing ground, or had some kind of authority. They could possibly live in a large skyscraper, like in a city, and like a city person. They could have potentially had some kind of business where it had to do with some kind of pyramid scheme. Something they created that they thought was going to end up differently, but they were wearing a mask. They were wearing a mask. And now they have to look in the mirror. Whatever they created created some kind of shame. And now they live in a sense of shame. Why are they living in shame? We gotta help them. They're supposed to be a healer. They took the wrong path. Threatening. Well, maybe we can help. Let's see. Spirit, I'm going to try these cards. I don't know if they're going to work, but I'll try. It's only demonic if the person doing it is demonic. The cards themselves have no life, you guys. It's the person who does it. I myself have cleared my field to 144,000 hertz to be an earth angel, to be someone who has been ordained by God to receive the messages. I have healed a lot of my wounds. We teach you that on Spirit News, how to heal your wounds so you can hear your own divine guidance. So that way you have the gift of discernment, because we're going into we've shifted energies. We've gone through a time jump, which we talk about on Spirit News on Spotify, where the energy is rising, and so we're going to come from more of a heart space, and we're going to get out of the mind. So I'm not a demon, I'm not the devil. I'm here giving you a higher perspective of linear views using spirit to help God give the messages that they want us to know. Okay? Careful. Spirit said this person needs to be careful. Spirit's worried about this person. That's why they want us to know about it. Maybe they're watching. Spirit wants them to know that they're here for them, that they can still fulfill their prophecy of being a healer. Join me on an incredible journey. Join me on an incredible journey. This person may have taken people on a ride of sorts, or this. It looks like a masculine and a feminine, a hunter and an orphan. They could have done something together that was kind of like a pyramid scheme, but it's like, take me on a journey. Would you trust this person? I don't know. They could have had some kind of business where they used a pyramid scheme of sorts to sell something, to gain some kind of monetary value. Impressed. Yeah, I think this person's some kind of socialite or person of authority that lives in some kind of skyscraper. They could possibly have a lot of plastic surgery. They may have their lips done. They may have the boobies, all of that. They're really into that lifestyle, but something is changing for them, or something has changed. They've taken a wrong turn. They've been wearing a mask this whole time, and people are starting to orphan them, or they've been orphaned by this masculine person. Because they created something in a dark place and expected to gain. What I wouldn't give for a dry pair of...
There are children here.
This person's surprised. This person's definitely didn't expect this outcome to happen. They're definitely speechless. A mime is speechless. What happened that was so unexpected? Spirit, what happened that they're shameful for? It's gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine. Oh, wait. So something with children. Spirit said children. They said there are children here, and then I pulled this card. So they could have potentially hurt, maybe they have children and they're worried about their children now because they put themselves in a space where it might be very hard. Their children might be orphaned because they can't afford to take care of them, or something like that. But these children look kind of... It doesn't have to be literal children. It could be maybe people who work for them, or people they take care of, or people who they got into this pyramid scheme. It could be being orphaned. This could be they could be being left. This happens every time I sneeze. This happens every time I sneeze. This person's in a cycle. This person is in a cycle. They keep doing the same things over and over again. They keep on trying to get rich quick. They keep trying to get rich. Oh, I have it on. It's right here. Don't you worry. I got it. I put it back on after you said it. I was like, I have to put that on. I felt naked with it without it. I got you, boo. I got you. Harry Potter. Magical. So, every time this person sneezes, something bad happens. This person might have bad luck or something. Oh, Spirit said overdose. Because they were pretending to be something they're not, or they were pretending to have some kind of get-rich-quick plan that didn't end up the way they wanted, but they're very shocked by this, and they could possibly be losing their children. Just trying to impress my dad. Just trying to impress my dad. This person is losing their mind. This person's losing their mind. This person is, it just keeps replaying the same scenarios over and over in their head. They're like in this loop in their head about how things have played out. They could be addicted to plastic surgery. They could possibly have some kind of affiliation with a doctor or like a dentist of some kind or something like that. I'm getting that. Spirit, what the hell? Let's see what's going on. Spirit, what is happening with this person? Who is this person?
I am dead.
Oh, look at this. I can't make it up. Tower. They're going through a tower. That's why. They had something happen where it was an unexpected change, and they were going through some kind of natural disaster. They could be facing bankruptcy because they had false beliefs about a way of life that they were living, and now it's being shattered because there's some kind of upheaval that's bringing destruction. They're in a state of loss and trauma and confusion. At the same time, they're having revelations. They're literally thinking, I think God's sitting this person down, but they have addictions. They're turning to sex and possibly pills and alcohol to help them. Patience. That's me. Eight of Pentacles. I told you, some kind of get-rich-quick scheme. It says self-employment. They built up some kind of commitment or accomplishment that they really dedicated themselves to. They were like so sure that this pyramid scheme was going to get them what they wanted, and in the meantime they were like getting plastic surgery and living in a skyrise and they living in the city and dating doctors, and they might have kids. They were living this lifestyle that they weren't really mentally prepared for. To receive abundance, you have to be in a place of mental fortitude to know that you don't need it and that having it won't change you. It's like having get rich quick money. It like warped this person's mind. The thing is that's crazy is that they like have done many of these get rich quick schemes that they've all failed, but this was like a really big one. Why was this a big one? What is this? 10 of Wands. Yeah, it was a really big one. The responsibilities of it stressed them out. It overloaded them and they took it for granted. They definitely took too much on, and it was an uphill struggle to maintain the duties of this pyramid scheme that they had a lot of responsibility for. What happened? The moon in reverse. The moon in reverse. I told you it was a couple. Spirit just said a couple. This couple was deceiving themselves. Abandoned. They didn't want to abandon the unveiling of this. They didn't want to abandon the truth about the secrets they were telling themselves about their pyramid scheme. They were subsidizing. They were spending. They were biting off more than they can chew. They were spending faster than they were making it, but it was getting really big. They were deceiving themselves. They built something out of fear, or they started building something and it got to, I mean, these people drink, They do drugs. They have too much sex. They're overindulgent in a lot of things. They could this person possibly has a plastic surgery addiction, like body dysmorphic disorder. Strength. This person couldn't overcome their self-doubt. They're addicted to plastic surgery. This person's very insecure. They had a false sense of security by all the money they were making, but they weren't in a pyramid scheme. I mean, I've never been part of a pyramid scheme, but you're basically stealing from people. So you have to sell something. This person's getting so much plastic surgery and doing drugs and drinking that they couldn't keep up with the selling of whatever they were selling. So they were starting to pretty much plummet. They were plummeting. They may have, look, they're losing their minds. They're like, there's some kind of doctor involved here. This could be a couple of a plastic surgeon and their significant other. They could have, I'm going to say this, I don't know if it's true, but I'm going to say it for the data, what I'm getting. They could have experimented with weird plastic surgeries on people. Like, I had a dream about this. I wonder if it's related. I had it. 1910s? Oh my god, this could be about the person in the dream. I did a reading on it, but I didn't get anything about this person I saw, this woman who joined some kind of cult, which could be this pyramid scheme. The leader of the cult, that it was a couple. Oh my god, I think I'm reading it. They were talking people into getting weird plastic surgeries. And when I turned around to look at this woman, she had 2 sets of breasts, like, stacked on top of each other. And I'm like, why are you showing the neighborhood your boobs? And she's like, why? You don't like them? And I'm like, I mean, if you were born that way, like, I totally understand. If you're proud and, say it loud, say it proud. But if you got another pair of fake boobs on purpose, it literally was like, she was like a cow. And she was like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. It's like this couple was talking people into getting weird surgeries, like, on purpose. Wow. Page of Swords. Yeah.
Scratched.
Yeah, these people were mentally and physically, like, brainwashed or something. They were brainwashing people to do something calculating that they were unconcerned about at the time, and they didn't protect these people. They planned this. They were vigilant about it. It was something that they, like, talked them into. Maybe, yeah. Into weird plastic surgeries. I know, I'm like, what the hell? 9 of Cups. This was something that they were, like, getting happiness out of. They were, like, felt like this was an achievement or something. This was, like, some kind of false sense of security. They'd literally brainwash people into making them think that this would give them high self-esteem. This would be, like, a dream come true. They were experimenting on people. But, like, I don't know why I'm getting this. This is so weird. I literally saw this in a dream. But now something's happening. What happened? What happened, Spirit? The High Priestess happened.
Red marks.
The High Priestess happened. Oh my gosh. The High Priestess happened. Someone must have outed them or revealed them. A High Priestess in the collective must have revealed what these people were doing, because it must have caused some kind of tower. I have a tower right here. It caused a tower moment because the High Priestess spoke out about it. Hi, Jacoby. Jacoby, I just picked up on something weird as hell. These people were, there's like a couple that was like a mad scientist or something. He's like a plastic surgeon, was doing experiments. Like his wife has some kind of weird plastic surgery addiction, and they started some kind of pyramid scheme or like cult or something where they were talking people into getting weird surgeries to experiment on them. But they came across a high priest or a high priestess that stopped them. Maybe the high priestess said something or revealed them in some way, and it called judgment on them because now they're in a tower and they're drinking and they're doing drugs, and they're
Keep asking.
keep asking. Okay, keep asking, Spirit says. So what are they going through now? What should I do? Let me do. I have so many cards now. I'm like, I have too many choices. Oh, you know what? Let's do some work trials. Actually, no. I changed my mind. What are they doing now? What's happening? Okay. Spirit wants these ones. Spirit said, yeah. So let's see what's happening with them. Is it possible for me to get my groove ever without these dopes? The gang shalang, the chain gang, the shame bang gang. Are you a rapper, Kathy? What happened to these people? Why are they in a tower moment? I know the high priestess is here, but tell me what you want us to know, Spirit. What's a past situation that still makes you cringe? Yeah, I told you, this person's sitting in shame. They feel ashamed. They're thinking about all their victims that they talked into getting weird plastic surgeries. Describe a moment in your life you'd like to redo. Yeah, I think they're in their tower moment, really regretting what they did because they've ruined people's lives. They made people get things that they didn't really want to get. If your ego were an animal, what would it be? This is their ego animal. If your ego were an animal, what would it be? This person acted like an animal. They went power hungry. They thought that they were invincible. They were talking people into getting weird surgeries for their money. They were saying, yeah, it's the new thing to get. Everybody's doing it. You're totally gonna love it. Who has the worst sense of direction? I told you, they were directing people down the wrong way. This weird couple that has like a psycho doctor. What's the most embarrassing thing you have ever worn? Yeah, that woman in my dream that had 4 boobs was so embarrassed. It was like the environment she was in kept saying, no, it's awesome, but really there's no one outside to tell her the truth. She didn't see anyone who could tell her the truth. Have you ever role played in the bedroom? Yeah, these people are doing strange things for some change in the bedroom. If you had a superpower, what would it be?
Empty.
Spirit said empty. I don't know if that's a superpower, but this person wishes it was, because they're feeling empty now because they're feeling so much shame for what they've done, because they're literally in a tower moment. They're losing everything, bankruptcy, people are leaving them. What does everyone like that you can't stand, and why do you hate it? This person was obsessed with plastic surgery, and they projected that onto other people and created some kind of pyramid scheme to talk people into doing it. And now they're quiet as a mime because they've lost everything, because a high priestess that could see through their bullshit called them out on their bullshit, and now they're probably under judgment, confirmation. Tell us about a time you heard someone gossiping about you. Yeah, now everybody's leaving them and talking about how fucked up they are, because they literally need mental help. They went through this whole thing to convince people to do things they didn't want to do so they could make money off of them. And then they also experimented on them with their crazy wacko plastic surgery doctor. And they're both addicted to plastic surgery. They probably look like plastic. And now they have addictions that they can't get over, and they're using sex to cope. What advice would you give to your 12-year-old self? Yeah, this person's being sat down by God. They're wishing that they could go back to when they were a child, where before they stepped down this path, they were supposed to be a healer. They're supposed to be a healer, Spirit says. They're supposed to be a healer. That's why they were so good at attracting people and talking them into doing things, because they had a natural ability to draw people in with their flame, because they're meant to be a healer, but they use that ability to draw people in. They're supposed to use it to heal people, not to take from people or ruin their lives. Wow, this is a crazy one, you guys. I have never. What's the riskiest thing you've ever seen someone do? I'm telling you. They got off on the power of manipulating people into getting weird plastic surgeries and having them pay for it. And since they're the doctor, their doctor is a couple. They're like high society socialites that couldn't get enough. It was never enough for them. They were insatiable. Hadn't. Have-nots. They're the have-nots now. What happened that was so shocking? Oh yeah, the high priestess. The high priestess. They didn't expect a high priestess to call them out on their bullshit. It must have called judgment on them. If you had 3 wishes from a genie, what would they be? They treated these people like they were a genie and just a means to an end to get what they wanted financially. They didn't care if they ruined their lives. They didn't care about anything but themselves. Tell us about a time your confidence helped you overcome the odds. If they had gone down their healing path, they would have been more confident, more kind. They would have had the same fulfilling life, or the same life of abundance, but it would have been fulfilling. They would have followed their purpose. But they ignored their purpose and used their gifts to lure people in for horrible acts. When I dreamt that lady, she had 4 boobs, and she was horrified when I was like, why'd you do that? She's like, you don't like it? No, you gave yourself an extra set of boobs? That's not the way God made you. It's cleanse. Yeah, these people need to cleanse themselves of their sins, because they really went all out. They really messed people up. Everybody must showcase their best dance moves. I'm telling you, that lady was showcasing her second pair of boobs that she got plastic surgery for. It was literally like stacked on top of each other like a cow. She was like showing them to the neighborhood, like she was proud of them, until I was like, what are you doing? If you could only save one possession from your home during a natural disaster, what would it be? These people are going through a natural disaster. It says it right here on the tower. They're wishing that they could save their souls. That's what they're wishing. But they ruined their lives. They're going to be going into bankruptcy, and all of their secrets are going to be revealed. And that's what the gossip's all about. What they did to people. They could potentially have to be getting taken to court, because they're going to get sued. They're going to get sued by all those people that they talked into getting weird abnormal surgeries. Oh jeez. Let me clear the air of this one. This is cleared. Thank you so much, Spirit, for giving us the messages. It's my honor to give the messages, to be of service. Thank you so much. See you next time.